Have you ever been driving on a highway when a gigantic semi-truck suddenly passed beside you? The ground vibrates, the engine roars loudly, and the massive trailer seems almost impossible to stop. But if you look closely at the truck, you will notice something unusual. The rear wheels are doubled. Instead of using one tire on each side like normal vehicles, semi-trucks often use two wheels side by side on the back axles. Most people never think about it. They simply assume trucks are built that way because they are big. But the truth is far more interesting. Those dual wheels are one of the most important inventions in the history of transportation. Without them, modern trucking might not even exist as we know it today. Every day, millions of trucks transport goods across countries and continents. They carry food, fuel, medicine, electronics, cars, heavy machinery, and almost everything sold in stores. In many countries, more than 70% of all cargo is moved by trucks. That means the entire modern economy depends on them. But carrying massive loads is not simple. A fully loaded semi-truck can weigh over 36,000 kilograms. Some specialized trucks weigh even more. That is heavier than several elephants combined traveling at highway speed. Now imagine placing all that weight onto only 4 small tires. The pressure would be unbelievable. The tires would overheat quickly, wear out much faster, and become dangerously unstable. Even the roads themselves would suffer severe damage. Engineers realized long ago that trucks needed a better system. That is why dual wheels became essential. The main reason semi-trucks use dual wheels is weight distribution. Instead of placing enormous pressure on one tire, the truck spreads the load across 2 tires working together. This reduces stress on each tire and allows the truck to safely carry extremely heavy cargo over long distances. Think about how snowshoes work. If you walk through deep snow wearing regular shoes, you sink immediately because all your body weight is concentrated in a small area. But snowshoes spread your weight across a larger surface, helping you stay above the snow. Semi-truck dual wheels work in almost the same way. They spread thousands of kilograms across a wider area, reducing pressure and increasing support. But weight support is only one part of the story. Another major reason for dual wheels is stability. Semi-trucks are incredibly tall vehicles. When a trailer is fully loaded, the center of gravity becomes very high. During sharp turns or sudden lane changes, all that cargo shifts with tremendous force. Without enough stability, the truck could tip over. This becomes even more dangerous at highway speeds. A truck moving at 100 kilometers per hour carries enormous momentum. If the driver loses control, the accident can become catastrophic within seconds. Dual wheels help create a wider footprint on the road. This wider base improves balance and helps keep the truck stable during turns, windy conditions, and emergency maneuvers. This is especially important because truck drivers spend long hours driving through unpredictable weather. Rain creates slippery roads. Snow reduces traction. Ice can make steering almost impossible. Strong crosswinds can push trailers sideways. Dual wheels improve grip by increasing the amount of rubber touching the road surface. More contact means better traction and better control. This helps truck drivers safely transport cargo through conditions that would otherwise become extremely dangerous. But perhaps the most important advantage of dual wheels is what happens during a tire blowout. Truck tires operate under intense stress every day. They carry massive loads while spinning at high speed for hours without stopping. Heat builds up continuously inside the rubber. Sometimes tires fail suddenly. A sharp piece of metal, overheating, low air pressure, or excessive weight can cause a blowout without warning. Now imagine a fully loaded truck losing one of its tires while traveling at highway speed. The results can be terrifying. But dual wheels provide something extremely valuable: backup support. If one tire blows out, the second tire beside it can temporarily carry the load long enough for the driver to slow down safely and pull over. Without that second tire, the truck could instantly lose balance and become uncontrollable. For truck drivers, that backup tire can literally save lives. Heat management is another hidden reason dual wheels are so important. Most people do not realize how much heat truck tires generate. As tires roll against the pavement, friction constantly produces heat. The heavier the load, the more heat is created. During summer, road temperatures can become extremely high, making the problem even worse. Too much heat weakens rubber and increases the risk of tire failure. By splitting the load between 2 tires instead of one, dual wheels reduce heat buildup dramatically. This helps tires survive long-distance trips that can last for days across deserts, mountains, and endless highways. For trucking companies, tire durability matters enormously. A semi-truck may use 18 tires or more. Replacing those tires is very expensive. Some high-quality truck tires cost hundreds of dollars each. Extending tire lifespan even slightly can save companies thousands of dollars every year. That is why trucking companies carefully monitor tire pressure, temperature, and wear patterns constantly. But dual wheels are not only protecting trucks, they are also protecting roads and bridges. Imagine concentrating tens of thousands of kilograms onto only a few small tires. Roads would crack much faster under the pressure. Dual wheels spread the force more evenly across the pavement, reducing infrastructure damage. This is one reason governments create strict regulations about truck axle weights and tire systems. Road engineers calculate exactly how much pressure highways and bridges can safely handle. Without dual-wheel systems, road maintenance costs would become much higher. Still, some people ask an important question: why not simply use one giant tire instead of two smaller ones? Actually, some companies already do. Modern trucks sometimes use large wide tires called super singles. These giant tires are designed to replace traditional dual wheels. Super singles offer some advantages. They reduce vehicle weight slightly. They improve fuel efficiency. They also reduce rolling resistance, helping companies save fuel over long distances. But despite these benefits, many trucking companies still prefer dual wheels. Why? Because dual wheels offer greater reliability and safety. If a super single tire fails, there is no backup tire beside it. The entire will lose support immediately. But with dual wheels, the second tire can still help stabilize the truck during emergencies. For long-distance trucking across remote highways, that extra safety matters a lot. Truck drivers often travel through isolated deserts, freezing mountain passes, and empty highways far away from repair stations. A tire failure in those environments can become extremely dangerous. Dual wheels reduce that risk. Another reason trucks use dual wheels is braking performance. Stopping a fully loaded semi-truck is incredibly difficult. The vehicle's momentum is enormous. More tire contact with the road helps distribute braking forces more effectively. This improves control and can shorten stopping distances during emergencies. Even a small improvement in braking performance can prevent deadly accidents. Interestingly, dual wheels also help with uneven cargo loads. Not all cargo is perfectly balanced inside a trailer. Sometimes one side carries slightly more weight than the other. Dual wheels help absorb these uneven forces more safely. Single-wheel systems would experience much greater stress in these situations. This becomes especially important when transporting heavy equipment, steel beams, logs, or industrial machinery. Truck engineers spend years designing these wheel systems. They test them under brutal conditions including freezing temperatures, extreme heat, steep hills, rough terrain, and non-stop highway driving. Some trucks travel more than 1 million kilometers during their lifetime. Every component must survive incredible punishment. And among all those components, dual wheels remain one of the most trusted and reliable systems ever created for heavy transportation. But there is another hidden reason these wheels matter so much. The entire world depends on trucks. Most products people use every day spend time inside a semi-truck at some point. Food in supermarkets, fuel at gas stations, packages delivered to homes, medical supplies in hospitals, and materials used in construction all rely on trucking. Without trucks, modern cities would begin running out of supplies within days. And without dual wheels, many of those trucks could not safely carry the enormous loads required to keep economies moving. The next time you see a massive semi-truck driving down the highway, pay attention to the rear wheels. Those dual tires may seem simple, but they are quietly carrying the weight of modern civilization itself. They improve safety, stability, traction, braking, durability, heat control, road protection, and cargo support all at the same time. Millions of kilometers of transportation depend on those paired wheels surviving under crushing pressure every single day. And that is the real reason semi-trucks run on dual wheels.